Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Blame It on the Stars, where we give you an inside look to what's going on in the universe so you can blame your problems on the stars. It is Jade here.
And it's Kara.
And this week, Mercury will enter Taurus, but in case you missed it, last week we had the new moon in Taurus. So if you want to know more about that new moon that happened last week, then definitely check out last week's episode before diving into this one.
And just to give you a heads up, next week we will tell you everything you need to know about Gemini season and how it affects you.
And with that being said, let's dive into the episode. So Mercury enters Taurus on Wednesday, May 15th at 1:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Per usual, the date and time are from the website astroseek.com. What you need to know. When Mercury, the planet of communication, enters the grounded and stable sign of Taurus, our communication style and our focus becomes much more practical and grounded, as well as stable, like the Taurus energy. You might notice that your thinking is a little bit more methodical, and when it comes to making decisions, you might be taking your time to think things through, to deliberate and decide which option's going to get you the most practical, realistic results. So definitely a good time for slow and steady decision making in your life.
How this affects you. Taurus energy is known for its slow and steady approach. So your thinking and communication will be more deliberate and considerate during this time. Taurus energy does not like to rush, so you can expect to think things through and to consider all of the options before making any decisions. This makes it a good time to plan, pay attention to any details in your communication, and to create a solid foundation. Taurus energy is also associated with your values, so you might be reflecting on things that make you feel comfortable and secure. You might be thinking more about the things that are important or meaningful to you. This also could be a time to let go of anything physically if you are spring cleaning, or any thoughts or ideas that are holding you back.
Why this matters. Mercury entering Taurus matters because the shift it brings to our focus and communication is really beneficial for planning, as well as we've been mentioning practical thinking. By aligning or tapping into the Mercury and Taurus energy when it comes to any tasks that you have to do, you might pay attention more to the little details that matter. When it comes to any responsibilities, you're finding that you feel that you are a more reliable person and that other people around you might be more reliable as well. But something else that's worth calling out is that Taurus energy likes its comfort. So sometimes when you're faced with new ideas or perspectives while Mercury is in Taurus, there might be a tendency to just stick with what's familiar as a gut instinct. So it's really important to be mindful and to stay open-minded and flexible and adaptable when it comes to any new information or possibilities that are presented to you.
Something you might not know is that Mercury in Taurus is a good time to focus on financial planning and budgeting. That's because Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Venus deals with our finances. So you might be more focused on the long term, creating a solid foundation for your future.
If you're wondering how long this transit lasts, Mercury will enter Gemini on June 3rd at 3:37 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you have between May 15th and June 3rd to experience Mercury in Taurus.
And per usual, certain signs will be more affected than others. The signs that are most affected are Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius placements. By placements, we mean Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, or Mars placements only.
Now, there are some key dates you'll want to pay attention to while Mercury is in Taurus. The first one is going to be May 17th. Mercury will square Pluto. This aspect can bring some intensity to our communication. So on the plus side, this transit is really good for doing any type of research, getting intel or insights onto a situation that's happening, or finding the truth about a certain situation. However, it is going to be really important that you're mindful of trying to control certain situations or being obsessed over finding certain outcomes. While this is great for research, we just don't want to take the intensity aspect too far with our communication.
And then on May 27th, Mercury will be sextile Saturn. This aspect is going to bring stability to our thinking and communication. This makes it a good day to plan, think practically, and do any organizing. Because Saturn is a very disciplined energy, this makes it a good time to do any tasks or thinking that requires a lot of mental discipline or work towards any long-term goals.
And then on May 31st, Mercury will conjunct Uranus. Mercury conjunct Uranus can bring sudden insights, some fresh perspective, innovative ideas, or unexpected realizations. So this is a great day for seeking inspiration or brainstorming. It's going to be important that you're open to unconventional ideas or approaches to certain problems you're looking to solve, and just be prepared for surprises in conversations with others. Stay flexible and adaptable when it comes to how you're thinking and communicating with others.
And lastly, on June 2nd, Mercury will be sextile Neptune. This aspect is going to enhance your intuition, creativity, and imagination when it comes to the way that you communicate. This makes it a good day to embrace your creative side and connect with others. Neptune brings a very compassionate energy, so it is a good time to spend time with other people to better understand and connect with them.
And that is it for Mercury in Taurus. Next week, just a reminder, we'll be talking all about what you can expect in Gemini season. So if you want to know more about that, then make sure you're subscribed to the podcast wherever you are listening and have the notifications turned on so you don't miss when we post next week. But that is all for now, and we'll see you all next Monday.